Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the second session on ratio analysis. In the first session, we covered with the operating ratios and we calculated ratios for the largest FMCG company, that is Hindustan Unilever, for the year ending 31st March 2019. Now we will go and calculate liquidity ratios, profitability ratios, and solvency ratios. Let us start with liquidity ratios. What do you mean by liquidity ratios? The most important question which is being asked when you calculate liquidity ratio is, are your current assets sufficient enough to repay your current liabilities? The whole idea is to repay your short-term borrowings. So for this reason, there are two ratios. First is current ratio and the second is the quick ratio. First one is current ratio. Current ratio's formula is current assets divided by current liabilities. The higher the ratio, better is the company in terms of repaying its short-term obligations. So how have we calculated? So it is all the sum total of current assets, that is inventories plus investments plus trade receivables plus cash and cash equivalents plus bank balances plus financial assets, other assets, and assets held for sale divided creditors, financial liabilities, other current liabilities, and provisions. This gives you the value that is 1.36. This means that for every 1 rupee of current liability, the company is having 1.36 rupees of current assets. So this means that company is well sufficient enough of repaying its current liabilities to meet its short-term obligations. The second ratio is quick ratio. The formula for quick ratio is current assets minus inventories divided by current liabilities. So the calculation stands all the current assets which we have calculated minus your inventories, that is of 2422, divided by current liabilities, that are your creditors, financial liabilities, other current liabilities, and provisions. So that turns out to be 1.07. So this means that this is also called as acid test ratio. It is also called as acid test ratio. In this ratio, we calculate cash and cash assets to repay its current liabilities. Okay, so now let us go on to profitability ratios. Profitability ratios is to evaluate business performance of the company. To start with is your operating profit margins, that are EBIT, that is earnings before interest and tax, divided by revenue. So it is PNL C37 divided by, okay, so we go on to summarized profit and loss account. We find profit before interest and tax divided by revenue from operations, that is 38,224. So that turns out to be So that turns out to be 21%. Next one is net profit margins. Net profit margins is your profit for the year divided by the revenue. So profit for the year is 6063 divided by total income of 38,888. So that turns out to be 16%. Okay, so now we will calculate return on equity. Return on equity is profit for the year divided by average capital employed. So the profit for the year is 6063 divided by average equity capital. So the sum total of 216 plus 7443, and for the last year also, so we will do the averaging of equity capital, which will help us to give the answer, that is 82%. Okay, the next one is return on capital employed. Return on capital employed, the formula is profit before tax and exceptional items divided by average capital employed. In this case, there are no debts, hence the equity capital is the same as capital employed. So in this case, profit before tax and exceptional items is 8747 divided by the average capital, that is 216 plus 7443, that is 7659 plus 7075. So we will do the average out of 7659 and 7075 to get our answer of capital employed. The last one, that is earnings per share. Earnings per share is profit for the year, that is 6036 with your equity capital. This will help you to find out earnings per share. Okay, so now we will calculate solvency ratios. What do you mean by solvency ratios? Why do we calculate it? It is the ability of the company to meet its long-term obligations. So the most important one is interest coverage ratio. Higher the ratio, better is the company in repayments of long-term obligations. The formula is EBIT divided by interest cost. So the EBIT here is 8113 divided by the interest cost, that is your finance cost, that is 28. So if you divide it, you will find the solvency ratio to be 289.75. This is a fabulous ratio, very high ratio as far as this company is concerned. So thank you for the session. I hope this session was fruitful. If you have any doubts, please refer and get back to us on the WhatsApp group. Thank you.